I'm meteorologist Monica Woods tracking our changing weather forecast for our Tuesday morning. Clouds for the coast, cooling for the valley. We'll see a mix of sun and clouds for the foothills, and we're preparing for changes in the Sierra with some rain mixed with snow in the forecast on Wednesday. That leads us to our weather impact alert. The timing when Wednesday, impact being rain, windy and cooler weather. Plan for those changes. Need to be aware of the weather forecast and how that may impact especially the morning commute. Here's a look at our departure from normal, and a bigger blast of cool air comes in for the middle of the week. We've been sitting largely above average. Now we really start to shift into that cooler weather pattern. For the most part on Tuesday, the rain band is going to be staying from about Chico northward through the valley into Redding and along the northwest coast. That's where we'll actually see bigger precipitation totals as well. So that's kind of the Tuesday outlook. Heading into Wednesday, though, the next band of rain starts to shift its way southward. This actually heads through central California, so we're going to be taking it all the way from Crescent City down through the Bay Area and then eventually into Monterey, even as far south as San Luis Obispo. So this band of precipitation really making its mark through northern and central California. It's going to be a mix of rain and snow in the Sierra. So as far as our snow totals, they're going to be kind of bouncing back and forth from rain and snow over the next 24 to 48 hours. So a preliminary amount of rain that we're looking at is about a half an inch or so throughout the valley. Lesser amounts for the central coast, close to about a tenth of an inch to a quarter of an inch. Much different, though, towards Eureka. 2+ inches of rain, about an inch plus for Redding. Onto our temperatures for our Tuesday, near 60 for the Tahoe Basin with 60s and 70s for the foothills. As we move towards the central Sierra, highs will still be making it into the 60s for today, and then moving into the Central Valley. For much of the San Joaquin Valley, we're going to be in the upper 70s. Really not seeing that shift to the cooler weather until we get to our Wednesday outlook. Along the central coast from the Monterey Bay Peninsula all the way into San Luis Obispo, highs are going to be in the upper 50s to right around the lower 60s. Inland areas, though, you can see for the San Joaquin Valley, we're in the upper 70s. Taking it north into the Bay Area, highs in the 60s for today. Inland areas are going to be in the 70s, and along the northwest coast, it's going to be a rainy one for us. Highs in the 60s. We're looking at a mix of rain with partial clearing late in the day for the north end of the valley before that next band of rain starts to move through. Capital region, basically a mix of sun and clouds for our Tuesday. Highs are going to be in the 70s with overnight lows in the 50s. Watch out for the wind as well. This is really going to be part of the equation for that forecast, with wind gusts up to about 40+ miles per hour through parts of the valley, especially north of I-80 and for the capital region. Onto our 5-day regional forecast. Tuesday, mostly dry for the mountains. It's not until late Tuesday through Wednesday that we start to see mostly rain. It's going to be higher elevation snow at about 8,000 feet plus. So most of the passes are going to see rain, especially during the afternoon. Rain for the foothills as well as for the coast, and then we start to dry out and slightly warm up there for the end of the week into the upcoming weekend. So we've got a mixed bag of weather coming in. Of course, we've got our weather impact alert for Wednesday, dry for Election Day on Tuesday, and then we start to dry out, warm up as we head towards the end of the work week into the weekend, which is pretty good timing. Highs will be in the low 70s this weekend. Chance of rain returns deeper into the 10-day forecast.